Transportation technology has made some pretty remarkable journeys possible. Every day, billions of people get around using a myriad of different modes of transportation thanks to science and technology. Bikes, trains, cars, and a bunch of other methods keep the human race moving and productive all over the planet. Planes have especially revolutionized how we do business, visit relatives, or just find a spot to relax. My name is Prabir Mehta, and I'm going to take you with me on a journey from home here in Virginia to India. For this trip, my route will be from here in the US to London, then to Mumbai, and then I will finally arrive at my destination in Goa on the western coast of India. Hey, what's up guys? Prabir here. It's super early, and I'm heading overseas to Europe. The journey from the US to Europe used to take a few weeks by boat, but thanks to plane technology, I'll be able to do it in a few hours. But it's still pretty early. Alright, catch you guys overseas in Europe. In the early days of transatlantic travel, the only real option for travelers was a really long boat ride. These would take travelers anywhere from 2 weeks to several months, depending on things like ocean currents, storms, the design of the boat, and one's ability to navigate the vast oceans, just to name a few. In the 1500s, when regular trips were starting between the New World and Europe, the average transatlantic commute time would take around 3 weeks. Now, with advances in boat technology, humans are able to cut that time down to about 4 or 5 days. But with planes, we can cross the Atlantic in just 7 hours. Hey, it's still early somehow. Kids crying. Anyway, it's still early somehow, and I've made it to London. So 2 more flights till I get to my final destination. Oh, let's do this. The journey from Europe to India is one that humanity has been doing for centuries now. In the early 1500s, when the spice trade was really kicking, Europeans would travel around Africa and up the Arabian Sea over a course of nearly a year, and sometimes it would take even longer. So what took so long? Well, the sailors had to learn about ocean currents, forecasting the monsoon season, find various places to dock for repairs and supplies, and so on. Traveling from Europe to India was a big ordeal and often a once-in-a-lifetime journey. Even as aviation technology was introduced, the commutes were still much longer than they are today. Wealthy travelers that could afford the luxury of aviation travel in the late 1920s and early 1930s could get to India from Europe within about 2 weeks. This included exotic stops along the way and 63 hours of actual flight time. Noisy, cold, turbulent flight time. Today, the trip from London to Mumbai using aviation technology takes a mere 10 hours. And you know, it's pretty comfy. Yo, for some reason it's still super early, but I have made it to India, and I believe there's just one more flight to the final destination, so gotta get one more in. Catch you soon. I'll finally be done with this long commute. Aviation technology has also enhanced some other experiences along the way. Initially, airports were small and simple buildings, but now some of them are considered to be the most advanced structures on Earth. The aviation technology upgrades ushered in enhancements to airports, travel agencies, hotels, and a myriad of other related industries. After all, they have to be able to accommodate for folks that are stopping by for quick layovers, or folks like me that end up staying for several hours at a time. Alright, I don't know what time it is, I don't know what day it is, I don't know what's going on. It was a really long layover in Mumbai, but I'm on my last flight now, heading to Goa. So I'm excited to get this flight going and catch you in Goa. Let's do this. This is the last leg of the trip. It's been a long one, but the entire trip has been made way easier thanks to the comforts that science and technology bring to travel. Everything from food to energy to those little blankets you get on airplanes. All of this is because of the many folks that continue to push the bounds of innovation further and further with new discoveries. Well, I've finally made it here to the shores of Goa, India. This journey took me a little over 30 hours of commute time, but it would have taken a lot longer back in the day. Just a friendly reminder that by using science and technology, we were able to take a journey that took about a year and a half and cut it down to just a little over 30 hours. Pretty impressive. My international trip was made possible thanks to all those folks that work with science and technology, especially two brothers that were testing their flying machines on the dunes of North Carolina in the early 1900s, and all of the scientists, technologists, and aviation innovators that would soon follow. Transportation technology connects the world, drives global business, and occasionally allows me to visit my family in India with relative ease. Well, compared to those long boat rides at least. Anyway, thanks for joining me on my trip. Now that I'm here, I think I'm gonna listen to some cool music, eat some spicy food, and work on my Bollywood dance moves, huh?